Hello again and welcome to communication. We've been working on the reading outcome and so far we have learned a bit about the purpose of the article, who the likely reader or the audience might be. We've identified main points and we've learned how to summarise these. Today we're going to be looking at something called supporting details. Supporting details are things that an author uses to give more validity to some of the points that he's trying to make within his article. And there's a variety of different supporting details that an author uses within an article. So let's have a look at a few of these. The first and maybe most obvious one that you'll maybe recognise in an article is the use of pictures. So pictures are really good to show maybe the people who are being talked about in the story. They're good to set the scene and they're good to support maybe specific paragraphs in the article. So pictures are quite a common supporting detail. Another supporting detail that you might see is the use of statistics. Again, these give validity to what the author is saying because statistics are factual and it stops the article from being an opinion piece and starts to make it a more serious factual piece. So you may see numbers, percentages within an article, and these are used for that very reason. Another way that an author can support some of the main points that he's been making is to use graphical representations, and by that we mean things like maybe a pie chart or a bar graph, but it could also be an infographic, and these are really good ways for the reader to be able to get a visual understanding of the information that's being put across in the article. They're also a really easy, quick reference guide as well, and they're good for drawing a reader into the article when there's some really easy to understand visual information there. So those are some of the main ways. So maybe quotes, statistics, pictures, and graphical representations. You may use other things such as expert quotes, so a direct quote from somebody who has a specialism in a field that would support some of the things that the author is talking about. In some online articles though, you'll maybe see some other types of supporting evidence or supporting details, such as links to other sources of evidence on the internet. These can be used to almost reference where the author is getting his information from, but they can also be used to allow you to do further research and learn more about the topic. This is also achieved by the use of video links, which are commonly included in online articles. And again, these might be used to reinforce the author's point, but they may also be used to extend the reader's learning, maybe a TED Talk or a YouTube video. So there are a variety of different types of supporting details, and they are really important. It's all very well for somebody to say something, but unless they have proof and evidence, then it really is just someone's opinion. So while we're working through our reading articles, we need to analyse them and we need to identify these supporting details, because that gives us an idea as to how valid the author's views are, if they're shared with others, if they can be backed up with data and statistics. And this will allow us to make a judgment on how good we think the article is and how effective the author has been. So I hope this is of some help to you, and you can now go and find all of those supporting details.